Okay, more on trig values. Okay, let me bring in the unit circle. I want you to focus on a few things. These things we have already seen in the last session. Now let's look at complementary angles. Complementary angles are what? 90 minus theta, right? These are complementary angles. So if theta is 30 degree, complementary angle is 60 degree. That means 60 plus 30, 90 degree. So when sum of two angles is 90 degree, it is called complementary angles. So let's look at complementary angles here. So for example, let's say 90 minus 30 sine. So 90 minus 30 is what? So let's look at 30 degree. 30 degree sine 30 degree is equal to what? 1 by 4. Yes. So sine 30 is 1 by 4, which is 1 by 2. Sine 90 minus 30 is 60 degree. Now this is how much? Sine 60 is root 3 by 4, which is root 3 by 2. Yes. In the unit circle itself, you can see that sine and cos exchange places, isn't it? Okay. So, which means what we can do is we can treat it as an identity. Sine 90 minus theta is equal to sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Okay, what about cos? Cos also exchanges. So cos 90 minus theta is equal to sine theta. Let's see. Cos theta is root 3 by 4, let's say 30 degree. It becomes sine 60. So sine 30 becomes cos 60. Okay. Now let's look at addition. Sine 90 plus theta becomes what? So let's say 30 degree and 90 plus 30. So this is 120. So here if you notice, again it is exchanging. Sine becomes cos, cos becomes sine, right? In addition to that, in case of sine, so sine 90 plus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So let's say theta is 30 degree. So 30 degree is sine 30 is 1 by 4, root 1 by 4. 120, it is minus cos. Sorry, this should be cos. The exchange places plus the sign also changes, minus cos theta. Okay. What about cos 90 plus theta? Cos 90 plus theta. Cos 30 is root 3 by 4, becomes sine without any change in sign. So sine theta. Okay, just by looking at the another way of looking at this, especially minus 90 minus theta is, remember, if you look at this, if this is 30, this is 60, then the sides changes. Opposite side becomes adjacent side becomes opposite side in case of sine cos. Okay, and if you add 60 plus 30, it is 90 degree. Okay, now what is the next one? Next step is 180 degree. So sine 180 minus theta. Let's say theta is 30 degree. So this is 30 degree. 180 minus 30 is 135. Okay, so sorry, 150. Now again, if you notice, except the sign, nothing changes. Cos becomes negative cos. Sine remains as it is. So there is no change when you look at supplementary angles. Okay, so sine remains as it is. Cos 180 minus theta becomes minus cos theta. Root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4. 1 by 4 remains 1 by 4. Okay. Now what about sine 180 plus theta? Okay. Now if you notice, it is exactly opposite. So if you look at angle 30 degree, opposite across the diameter. Has anything changed? Yes. The figures don't change except the sign. Only the sign changes. So sine remains as sine, cos remains as cos. So sine 180 plus theta, sign changes. Cos 180 plus theta becomes minus cos theta. Right? So the thing that you have to remember while doing all these things is here sine and cos both are positive. Here sine and cos. Sine is negative, cos is positive. Why is sine? Why this sign changes? In case of sine, it is opposite side. This is positive. This is adjacent. So both are positive. X is positive, Y is positive. Okay. Here opposite side is positive. So sine is positive. Whereas cos is adjacent side, which is negative. So this is negative. Now in this case, what happens? X is also negative, Y is also negative. So sine and cos both are negative. Now here what happens? Here X is positive, remember? And X is adjacent side to this angle. So adjacent side means cos. So cos is positive and sine, which is opposite side, which is negative, is negative. So that's a important thing you have to remember. Everything else you can actually figure out. Okay, so while looking at 90 plus theta or 90 minus theta or 180 minus theta, arrive at your thinking and just decide the sign by looking at which quadrant does it fall under. Okay, so let's quickly do some exercises. Sine 5 pi by 3. Yes, so 5 pi by 3 is what? 5. Okay, let's first convert this into degrees. Pi by 3 into Remember, we want pi to disappear, so 180. 5 6 are 30, 300. Yes. So 300 means how much? 300 is which quadrant falls under? It falls under fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant is sine is negative, cos is positive. But most importantly, it is 360 minus theta. Yes. So we didn't look at this. So let's look at this and then try to figure out 300. So sine 360 minus theta. We want 300. So 360 minus 300 is what? 60. Right? So it is equivalent to 60 degree. In this case, what happens? 300 is this. This is equivalent to 60. So again, if you notice, 60 degree and 300 degree is the same except the signs. So this is equal to sine 60, but since it is in the fourth quadrant, it is negative. So sine 360 minus 60 is equal to minus sine 60. So that means sine 300 is equal to minus, now sine 60 is what? So sine 60 would be root 3 by 4, root 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2. Do the same one for cos. Cos 360 minus theta is equal to what? Now third quadrant cos is positive, so this remains cos 60, sorry, theta. So this will be theta. So which means cos 300 is cos 60, which is, now cos 60 is how much? This is root 3 by 2. It is 1 by 2. Let's do the next one. Let's say sine 135. This can be written as sine 180 minus 30. 135, 150, no, 45. Which is what? We know 45 is sine 45, which is equal to 1 by root 2. Now in case of cos 135, so sine 180 minus 45, which is, sorry, cos minus 180 minus. Okay, so which means what? Cos 45. Cos 45 is minus 1 by root 2. Okay. So like this, keep practicing. In the second exercise, it will be, you have to find the hypotenuse as well using the Pythagoras theorem. And this we have already looked at, 90 minus theta. Okay. So that is it for today. Okay, let's do for cos 135. Now this can be written as cos 180 minus 45, which we know the value remains the same, only the sign changes. So cos 45, and we know cos 45 is 1 by root 2 minus. Even otherwise we know cos in the second quadrant is negative. Now apart from this sine cos, once you know sine cos, you can actually find for all the other values. So tan 135 would be what? Sine by cos. So 1 by root 2 into root 2 by 1. So which is minus 1. Okay, similarly you can find, say for example, cosec x, cosec 135. Cosec 135 is what? Root 2 now, because it is 1 by sine. Similarly, sec 135 degree is equal to what? Minus root 2. Why? Because it is 1 by cos 135 degree. Similarly, cot 135 degree is equal to what? 1 by tan 135. So 1 by tan. Tan is how much? Minus 1. 1 by minus 1 is minus. Okay, so once you find sine and cos values, rest all can follow from them. So now practice. Bye for now. Bye for